Hey Sagittarius, welcome to your love reading. We'll begin by looking at your current energies in terms of love and anything else that may be impacting your love life. We'll see how you're feeling about your significant other person, and then anything that's behind the scenes, anything hidden in the subconscious mind, and we'll do the exact same for your person, seeing finally what binds you together and any challenges that you might face. So I hope you guys are all keeping well. Welcome to Life and Symbolism. Thanks for joining me again, and welcome to new subscribers. Truly grateful for you being here. Thank you for tuning in. Sagittarius, current present energies please for Sagittarius. Bear in mind this is a general love reading, so please take the messages that you resonate with you and leave the rest. Try not to fit the cards to your story or fit your story to the cards. You'll just know, okay? So use your intuition and let's see what we can reveal for you. Sagittarius, please, current present energies. How is Sagittarius feeling in terms of love and romance? Thank you. How do they feel about their significant other, please? Anything going on under the subconscious, in the subconscious mind, that we may need to bring to the top, bring out into awareness. And the current present energies for Sagittarius, significant other please, their love interest, their partner. And remember, this works whether or not you are already with this person, or whether this is somebody that you are interested or just curious to find out more about. Sagittarius is other significant person, please show. Thank you. How do they feel about Sagittarius? Anything from the subconscious, please, for the significant other. Finally, what binds them together, please? What works well for Sagittarius and their love interest? And what challenges might they face? And remember, Sagittarius, you can always cross-watch as well if you know the star sign of your love interest. So your reading will, of course, focus first and foremost on your energies. But to find out a little bit more about what's going on with your significant other, you can always watch their love reading as well. Okay, so let's have a look. I feel that you're feeling quite protective and defensive when it comes to love, Sagittarius. You may have had to defend yourself, it feels like, protect yourself when it comes to love. You may feel that it's been a long journey for you in romance and in love, to the point where you may feel a bit distrusting and very guarded. So I don't blame you at all. It's completely normal. Once you've been through a lot, you need to protect yourself. I understand that. So there's definitely an energy of defense, of keeping yourself safe, keeping yourself secure and strong and protected. So that's your general overall energy when it comes to love and how you feel now about your love life and about romance in general. It's not, thank you, it's definitely not the case that you are giving up or anything like that. It's just that you are being more protected now. You may have turned your attention a little bit more to your finances and to your career in order to have a little bit of a break from your love life. Maybe needing to recover a little bit, or just turn over a fresh leaf. So we've also got life lessons with the High Priestess here. I feel you're using your intuition now. Maybe you feel that you ignored your intuition in the past when it came to past romance, past relationships, past situations within your current relationship where you had a gut feeling but you turned a blind eye because you wanted to trust this person, or you wanted to believe things were a certain way. So you've perhaps had to learn some difficult lessons in your love life, meaning that now you're learning how to be really, really in tune and in touch with your intuition. There's no ignoring your intuition anymore, Sagittarius. I think that you know now what that gut feeling is, and you understand that that is there to protect you. When we get those feelings in our stomachs, those crying outs of no, don't do this, or yes, do this, it helps us to make a decision, and sometimes it's not based on logic in any way. And I feel that in the past you have tried to handle your relationships, your love life in a logical way. Things, make sense or they don't make sense, and that's what's helped you to make your decisions. But here, there's more involved. It's more about your intuition, a gut feeling, an inner knowing, a wisdom that you have deep within you, and you're really just learning now to get to grips with that, and to grasp hold of your inner knowing, your inner knowledge, your gut feeling, your intuition, and to use that as a power, as a wisdom, helping you to make smart decisions for yourself. Because your main concern is that you're going to be abandoned or left on your own, that you're going to put all your faith and all your trust in somebody, and then they're going to leave you. I think that's really what this boils, this fear now, this or what it is that's caused you to be very protected. So yeah, using your intuition now, not just logic, to make your decisions, to make sure that you are protected and that you look after yourself first and foremost. Okay, so the person that you have in mind, whether that's your established partner, someone you're interested in, or someone you're hoping to meet, what you need now, Sagittarius, is someone who is fair, someone who treats you equally, someone who treats you who is honest, loyal, and fair. So if this person is already in your life, you see them as being extremely kind and balanced. And I think that where, as an air sign, Sagittarius, you may at times become quite fiery, quite spicy. This person is a bit more on the same sort of level. They don't fluctuate as much in their attitudes, if you like. So I think that you see that as a calming influence, which is a positive thing for you. This person is extremely stable, and they're strong-willed, very wise, and they've achieved a lot already, I feel, in their career. So they may be a little bit older than you, or a bit more progressed in their career life, or perhaps older. Oh, sorry, I said that already. So yes, but they are fair, wise, and I think that you feel safe around them and that you can trust them. And that's really, really important for you now, because you are going to be trusting your intuition more. So if someone's, this person is showing you that you can trust them, and they want to be trusted, and they want to be there for you, actually, is what I'm feeling. They could possibly be a Libra, with this being the Justice card, or they might have some Libra in their charts. Wow, okay. You're feeling ready to start something again, to start something completely new. So whether or not this is a brand new relationship that you're starting from scratch, or whether you're prepared to sort of start afresh in your current relationship and breathe a new lease of life into your current relationship. There's a lot of potential, and what's really interesting though is there's an element of frustration, an element of impatience. It's almost like things aren't happening quickly enough for you, which is a real juxtaposition of energies here, Sagittarius, because on the one hand, I feel that you're resistant because you want to be careful and you want to make sure that you're not protected. But that never put you off love. That never got rid of your zest and your dream for that relationship that you've been looking for that connection between the two of you that you've been hoping to create. So whereas you've got this resistance because you don't want to be left out in the cold at any point, and you want to make sure that you're trusting the right person, there's also this impatience that things aren't happening quickly enough. And I feel you might be impatient to see this work, so that you have your answer already, that this person isn't going to let you down. And that's really difficult. I think that's what's possibly causing you a little bit of angst and frustration, and if maybe you find yourself a little bit temperamental in your communications with this person. However, your person seems to remain completely cool, calm and collected. I feel that that's something that they already understand about you, and you are willing to take the next step with them, and they can see that, so they're willing to be patient, where you have some kind of impatience to quicken things up. I feel that you want to see the results of this relationship now, so that you know that you're not going to invest time that will end up being wasted. But that's not going to happen, because this person is very stable, and I can't see them really going anywhere from your perspective. And then under the scenes, Sagittarius, I think you're very independent. So how much of this is a bit of a negotiation with yourself, any frustration or temper or any sort of back and forth within your own mind, I feel is to do with you, your independence, your life as it is, the way that things are, independent financially. Maybe you're an entrepreneur, but you've got plans, you know yourself, and maybe are some of you struggling to see a life in a long-term committed relationship, when you are so used to taking care of yourself and being independent. But I feel you are ready, Sagittarius, to let somebody in to your life in a more committed way, whether that's, like I say, a new relationship or breathing a fresh life into a current existing relationship. Thank you. Okay, Sagittarius, how many of you are experiencing some kind of emotional burnout? The Queen of Cups here in reverse is telling me that you've been so giving and so emotionally there and available for everybody else. Have you had the same in return? You take care of yourself. You don't complain to everybody else about your woes, yet I feel that people come to you with theirs. So there's a little bit of a feeling of burnout here emotionally. So it could be that you need to spend a little bit of time working on your boundaries with people. so that you're not burnt out if that's how you're feeling, so you can take some rest, and think about yourself and take care of yourself now. When we are so used to looking after ourselves, when we have somebody in our life who wants to look after us, it can feel strange. And I think that might be, a little bit of this sort of impatient energy and frustration that you're feeling within this connection. Trusting that someone else will take care of you in the same way that you have so far been able to take care of other people. Okay, so let's go on to your person a little bit and see what's going on with them. They are just as protective of themselves as you are. I've also got this very strong feeling of defense. They're actually going through something quite similar to you. They're also learning how to use their intuition and their emotion and not just their logic. So especially if this is an air sign, which I'm picking up on, perhaps some of you, they're a Libra, they use their intuition and their mental capacities to make their decisions. That's how they base their decisions. Whereas for yourself, Sagittarius, it might be a little bit more passion and gut instincts, but not necessarily emotion or intuition. So I know that some of those things can sort of be a grey area, but the similarity between both of you is to learn to use your intuition and emotion in your connection, in understanding your connection with each other. Your other person also has I think, reason from the past which hasn't got anything to do with you. Maybe I have this, I will clarify, but I have this feeling that they look for someone's approval in a relationship, and I'm not sure who. There is something from their past. Let's just clarify, please. Oh, wow. You see how all of these figures have their hands out towards your person's energy? It's like they're all asking for something, asking for something, asking for something. Look at the hand of the Hermit, the hand of the Devil, the hand of the Page. Now, technically, the Page is giving, whereas the Devil's taking. And the Hermit uses their wisdom to move forward, to learn lessons. So they have something from their past, Sagittarius, that happened before you. You may or may not already be aware of this. And I feel it was a demanding or toxic relationship. Either this is a pattern that they've had from maybe childhood, or from their parents, maybe from past relationships, or it could be an experience that they had with one specific person. But what the Devil represents here is a toxic pattern of some kind that your person, I feel, may have a feeling, but they're not 100% aware, and they're trying to raise their awareness of this pattern that they have. It's to do with feeling not good enough, and therefore giving a lot in order to make up for that feeling. And I think maybe there has been rejection in the past where your person has retreated and spent a lot of time alone. And that might be their pattern. So this distance in communication, that you feel from them could well be because of a pattern that stems from before you. So because they seem to be a very loving and a very giving and a very balanced and a very fair person. So have they given so much in the past that they've been taken advantage of, and that they've had to cut themselves off from people, spend a lot of time alone in order to try to build themselves back up? Something along those lines. Again, since it's general, it might be quite different, the specifics of each situation for each of your people, but it's along these lines. The energy is something of a pattern that's harmful to them, that is self-repeating, that causes them to not be able to express themselves and their emotions, and perhaps that's what's causing you to go in and out of your hesitation as well, Sagittarius. Which I understand might be difficult for you, since you are very nurturing to this person. So you'll be wary from your past, people coming to you seeking nurture. You'll be wary of giving too much to somebody who's not willing to give to you based on your past. So this I can see as being potentially the challenge for you. And since we're on that, we'll go there now. The challenge for you is the Two of Wands, and this is the idea of partnership and coming together with in a like-minded way, having a meeting of minds, meeting in the middle. That's going to be your challenge, because I think both of you have reason to stay back and to be wary and to be cautious, but it requires somebody to take that leap. You can see on the Two of Wands, and one of these wands crosses the water, one crosses beyond the water. One of you is going to have to make that extra step in order to establish a connection in communication, and to establish trust, so that you can really make progress together. But at the moment there's reluctance and there's hesitation because of both of your pasts. But it's an important message, particularly for your person, not to allow the past to detract from the present, and not to dwell too much on the past. Whereas I think, Sagittarius, you have been able to, you're still hurt, and it's still there, it's not gone away, but you're not letting the past take away from your present. You're still prepared to take a leap of faith and move forward. Your person, or with every will in the world, might not quite be there yet. They might have a little bit more work to do. So whilst they're very happy to be there for you, they don't seem to know really how to help themselves. Is there anything to clarify, please, for the Two of Wands? Okay, so we'll come back to that a little bit later. How your person feels about you, though, Sagittarius. I mean, look, you've got the Lovers, so it's pretty clear. This is love for them. You are somebody who gets them, even though they might not show that to you because they're not really open with their communication yet. But don't let that fool you, because they have very, very strong emotions. They feel that there's some kind of reflection within you that they see in themselves, and vice versa. So they do love you. They do. They know already it's a very, very important relationship for them. They feel that you have this sharing of beliefs, this equality in terms of love and support. It's balanced, and they feel very strong for you. This is something that they see going the distance. What's really interesting, though, is so again, this number 2 with the Two of Swords, we've got balance, we've got peace, we've got justice, which is again linking over to the Justice card, representing your person. Another feeling that maybe they're a Libra, or they have Libra in their chart, or they embody those qualities of being a very fair, just and honest person. But this represents some kind of decision that has to be made. There's some kind of crossroads, and I feel your person is realizing that fear to open up to you is going to gonna snooker you, and it's going to hold you back in your relationship. They're having this realization with the Tower here that if they want things to progress with you and move forward, then they are going to have to let their fears go. They're going to have to actually make a decision to stop letting their past detract from what they've got with you now, and to move forward and to make a decision. So that you guys can progress. This is like a breakthrough that they're having right now. I don't know what it is that's causing them to have this breakthrough. I don't know if you've had words. Maybe some of you have, because the Two of Swords can sometimes be like a quarrel, a falling out, cross words, or a difference of opinion. So, but whatever it is, they're having this breakthrough, like this enlightenment moment that, oh my God, if I keep going round in this circle, then I might lose Sagittarius. And they don't want to do that. So they're realizing that they have to make a decision. Whatever it is that's made them realize this, it's happened on purpose. It's like a divine intervention. You can see the sun blowing down the fire into the Tower. This is like a divine intervention. Something is forcing them to make a change and to make a decision. Please clarify the Tower. Because there's a little bit too much, although they're very reliable, there's not enough action, it feels like, towards making this a permanent long-term, towards creating a foundation for something permanent and long-term. There's not enough of that, and your person's well aware of that. They just don't know how to communicate to you at the moment. Please clarify the Tower. Okay, the Two of Swords. Oh, thank you. Oh, this person hates confrontation. This person absolutely hates confrontation. So they're afraid. They're quite afraid, Sagittarius. Your person is really afraid of doing the right, of making a decision in case it's the right thing or the wrong thing. They're in a energy of retreating at the moment, because they're really taking their time to think about what the right decision is to make. So if they're quiet, that's what's going on, and it's not because they don't want to make this work, it's because they don't want to mess it up. And they also know that they need to be in a position that they're ready for you. They need to be in a position that they are good enough for you, that they can give you everything that you need, because they want to be that person for you. So they're just in their heads a little bit, overthinking, over-analysing what's the right thing to do here. In the subconscious mind of your person, they feel really burdened. Although they might have a very calm exterior, there's something that's really, really weighing them down and bothering them. They might have lots on at work, or they might have a lot going on with their family, but they're really being burdened from somebody or from somebody else. They're taking on a lot on behalf of other people. So again, this could be something that you share with, but whereas you may take on things emotionally for other people, I think that they take on things physically and financially and logistically for other people. So they're struggling a little bit with everything that they've got on their shoulders, feeling a little bit overburdened. So that's going on behind the scenes too. So that could possibly be detracting from being able to put as much focus into your relationship as they would like. Anything to clarify here, please? What they need, especially for somebody who so far I'm seeing is a very balanced, fair and steady sort of person, they're not feeling balanced right now, and they hate that. It makes them feel really out of balance, really kind of unsteady, off their feet. It's not good for them. Thank you. But there again, there's a lot of balancing They feel your person feels quite out of balance, and it's not just because of your relationship. It's because of some other things, external factors as well. So again, this is a similar energy of needing to make some kind of decision, not knowing what the best thing is to do. So as well as having to think and make a decision about what they do with you, Sagittarius, because they don't want to lose you, they've got other stuff going on too, which is equally taking up their headspace. They've got very little headspace right now. So they're in their heads a lot, trying to figure out what is the right thing to do by everybody. So a little bit extra information there for you of what might be going on behind the scenes for your person, and they may not have told you. Or you may be aware, but they may not have expressed to you just how burdened they're feeling. So what works really well for you both, though, we've got Temperance. Temperance is ruled by Sagittarius, guys, so this is your card. And this represents harmony, balance, and renewal. So everything that your person's been seeking, which is very pivotal to who they are as a person, but also what you have been seeking and what you want from your next relationship, from your person, is this duality, this fairness. And I see this. So this is a partnership which works very well in terms of a flow. You are able to find solutions together. It's interesting because the issue that you guys had was the Two of Wands, which is kind of not seeing eye to eye necessarily at the beginning. But with the Temperance here, what works well for you is you will always be mindful of each other's perspectives and be able to control the situation very carefully in order to lead to a successful resolution of whatever issues come your way. You're problem solvers, and Sagittarius, I think a lot of this comes from you being so creative as well and willing to think outside of the box. You use your imagination in order to find a successful conclusion, and you're both very patient with each other. You've got that willingness to be patient, to work things through, to understand each other, to make sure each other feels seen and heard in your relationship. So this is really nice. You've got all the potential to work through any problems that you may face and to understand each other. This is a very healing energy too. And I saw from the beginning that your current your current feelings and energies surrounding love life in general is similar. You've had different situations, but they've led you to feel similarly. And I feel because of that, you may be able to really help each other heal from your pasts and come together. This is really beautiful. I love seeing the Empress here with Temperance, because Empress is also extremely harmonious. This is so Temperance, you've got the flow of the water. The Empress, you've got growth, flowers, fertility. It's all, and the Empress is also the morning star, which is healing, and there's harmony and healing in Temperance too. So I can see that together, through love, through sort of understanding each other, you can heal each other. It's really nice. It's like healing through love. I absolutely love that. This is allowing each other to really be yourselves, to bit by bit reflect on yourself, and to create safe spaces for each other in which you can understand yourself, express yourself, and grow. So it's inner growth. It's by being together, providing this safe, fertile space for each other to heal. You'll heal collectively, and then have this insane connection with each other. I also feel that you'll be protective of each other if there's ever sort of news or gossip surrounding you. You'll both be really assertive of and protective of each other in your relationship. So if you've got any naysayers, anybody gossiping, you'll be so trusting of each other that you'll have no problem to stick up for each other and to stick up for your relationship. There was a feeling at one point on your person's behalf of needing to prove the relationship to somebody. I don't know why. Or what that comes from, but neither of you are going to let that get in your way. You are going to move forward with your plans despite the thoughts of others, and assert yourself and assert your relationship. And this is therefore, once the two of you have reached this stage, any fear to sort of leap into the unknown will be gone, and you'll be able to move forward a lot more freely, which is really nice. So let's see now if there was anything further to clarify for the Two of Wands, because we were silent on that earlier. So we'll just give that one more shuffle. Anything to clarify, please, for the Two of Wands? Okay, balance and strength. So the potential challenge that I was seeing for you in your relationship would be being able to meet each other in the middle, and someone being prepared to take that first leap to progress things forward. It's like as soon as someone is prepared to do that once, the other person will follow suit. Then they'll follow. Then you'll go again. Then they'll move again, and you'll just make so much progress together. So it does require strength on behalf of one person. I'm wondering, since justice is coming up again, and this is how the card that represented your person, I'm wondering if it's your person that's going to eventually find that strength to make that step, to be the one to take this to the next level, so that you'll feel safe to take another step towards them, and slowly, bit by bit, you'll get there together. But one of you absolutely will. It's going to require strength, gentle inner strength, and it needs both of you to work equally and balanced. You both feel it's not right for one person to do all the work, and but I don't think either of you are under the illusion that it's all on one person here. I think you both know. I do think that your person needs to learn how to communicate with you. But aside from that, this is a very equal give and take. Once your person is able to be there in that place with you, I can see this going from strength to strength. So I'm going to leave that there, Sagittarius. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. It's great to hear from you. If you'd like to leave your comments, and then I can see how the energy is linking with you. Thanks for sharing your energy and time with me, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.